So the new chapter number 6. Meet Tenny Gray Thompson. So, are you sitting with your textbook open?
Yes, sir.
Okay. See, I have written a few points about her, who she was, what has she achieved, why is she so famous. So, the chapter presents an inspiring account of the life and career of Britain's most successful para athlete, Carries Gray Thompson. Her real name is Carries Gray Thompson. Have you heard about her, Gray Thompson? Tenny Gray Thompson. Is my voice breaking up?
No, sir.
Is my voice breaking up?
No, sir.
No, sir.
I will try to speak from this phone. Maybe it will not break up now. Is it clear?
Sir, but your voice is
Yes.
not break. Your voice is not breaking.
But in my other phone, I am not able to hear. Means it is delayed. So I thought. So what is the meaning of para athlete? She was, she is the most successful para athlete of Britain. Para athlete means what?
Mm,
You know athlete. What is para athlete?
um,
The athletes are the people those who play games like the athletics, high jump, long jump, long distance race, or archery. Para athlete means what? What is the meaning of para athlete? Anyone? Para athlete. Have you heard about Paralympics? Like
No.
Olympics, there are Paralympics, Paralympic Games. In Paralympics, para athletes they participate. Like in Olympics, who participates? Athletes. In Paralympics, para athletes they participate. So para athletes are the people those who are paralyzed, hand, body, any part, leg, paralyzed people. They play athletics, and that is para athlete. That person who plays is a para athlete, and that is called Paralympics. From Olympics, that word has come Paralympics. Now, did you understand?
Yes.
Okay, one more thing I have written. She has won 16 Paralympic medals up till now, and from that, 11 are gold medals. From 16 medals, 11 are gold medals. Her inspiration is Chris Hallam. Chris Hallam played London Marathon, and this Gray Thompson watched him, and she was inspired by Chris Hallam. So I have written these important points over here. Now understand, in this lesson we will learn that she was born with a debilitating birth defect of the spine. You know spinal cord. Where is spinal cord? You all know the backbone. You have learned. So she had that birth defect of spine, which paralyzed her from waist down. वेस्ट के नीचे का पूरा पार्ट पैरालाइज्ड था. शी वॉज नॉट एबल टू स्टैंड अप फ्रॉम द व्हील चेयर. However, she never let that get in the way of achieving her dreams. That never bothered her that she was paralyzed from waist down. Then she participated in variety of sports from a tender age since she was in school. Then turning point in her life was choosing athletics as her fort, as her fortune. That was the turning point that she decided that I will make my career in athletics. And then she found a suitable mentor who could help her realize her dream with that unshakable faith in her abilities. She needed a coach who could make her believe that yes, you can also do this and you can also achieve something. You are not paralyzed. You are not paralyzed. And she said that she has achieved that.
Hello, sir.
Oh.
Yes, sorry. Actually, the other class was going on of fifth, and so I was talking with them for a minute. Sorry. Yes, now I was telling you that she found a coach who could make her believe that even dream. The London Marathon. I hope you know what is marathon. What is marathon?
Running race?
Yes, a long distance running race. So her target was London Marathon, and she never let her focus change from her goal. The high point of her sports career arrived when she took part in 2000. In the year 2000, she took part in Sydney Olympics, and that was the highest achievement for her. And today also, when we will read about her, we will come to know that her life is a testament. It is a proof which has proved that what can be achieved through a single-minded zeal and focus. If you are if you are dedicated, if you are firm, then you can achieve anything with that single-minded effort, focus. Now, see, have you seen these games? But are these games in Olympics? Are these Olympics? These are Paralympics. See the disabled people, paralyzed people. Can you see? Racing, pole vault, fencing.
Yes.
These are for paralyzed people. So these are Paralympics. Who's this? Mic is on. Whose mic is on? Okay, so the first two are introductory paragraph, just for the knowledge. Who was she and what, where did she come from and all that. Who will read?
Can I sign up?
Yes, Zainab.
Uh, Dame Carries Devina Tanni Grace Thompson is one of Britain's most successful differently abled athletes. She was born with spina bifida and paralyzed from the waist down. Gray Thompson's first big achievement came when she represented Wales in the Junior National Games aged 15. Her massive trophy haul now has 16 Paralympic medals, including 11 gold medals.
Are you reading?
Yes, sir, sorry. Her massive trophy haul now has 16 Paralympic medals, including 11 gold medals. Gray Thompson was appointed member of the Order of the British Empire (MBE) in 1993 for services to sport. She received Officer of the Order of the British Empire (OBE) in 2000 and named Commander of the Order of the British Empire (DBE) in 2005. She retired from active sports in 2007 but still associated with sports for the differently abled and remains still date and inspiration to one and all.
Sir, now can I read?
Yes, I narrate.
Did the expert from an interview and find out how Gray Thompson became such a successful athlete. Did you ever find it difficult to get involved in sport? No, I just loved competing, and I grew up in a sporting family which made it easy for me. I was one of those kids at school who tried every sport. I had a go at everything. I tried swimming, archery, basketball, and tennis. I found athletics and I have never looked back. I think there are even more opportunities these days for kids who want to take up sport. There are more sports clubs around, the more coaching courses for people who want to coach differently abled athletes. I would say the most important thing for a young athlete starting out
See,
is to
in the beginning, I read it, that word again and again. Athlete.
athlete starting out is to find a coach they like and get on which it has to be someone who can work with week in week out and someone who can completely trust.
Okay. So in these two paragraphs, the important thing that you have to remember is the meaning of the word dame. Why is that word given over there? Dame carries Davina. Dame, it is given in meanings. It is a title used before a woman's name, especially in Britain. It is like a special honor, like in India we say Shri, Shriman, Shrimati. We give that title before a name, like honoring someone who has done something valuable for a long period of time. So she is called Dame Carries Davina and Tanny Gray Thompson. This word Tanny, how it came, that we will see at the end of the chapter. Actually, her name is Carries Davina Gray Thompson, and she is from Britain, successful para athlete. You have to remember the name of the disease she had right from the birth. Which disease she had? Spina bifida. इसमें क्या होता है? It is a split spine disease. Right from birth, the backbone and spinal canal do not close before the birth. When the child is in embryo, the spinal canal and backbone will not close. Means waist down, the leg part, the part of the leg, it will be paralyzed from the waist down. That type of defect is spina bifida, and she had it right from birth. And still she did not give up. She participated in national games, represented Wales. Wales is in UK, junior national games. And just at the age of 15, she represented Wales. It was her first biggest achievement. And the meaning of hall, collection of trophies. 16 she had trophies or medals, you can say, that is collection of that thing, particular thing, hall. She had 16 medals. Out of that, 11 were gold medals. Then she achieved various titles given by the British government. First, she achieved title of MBE 1993, member of the Order of the British Empire. First, she was just a member. Then she became officer of the Order of the British Empire in the year 2000. Just within 7 years, she became officer. And after that, within 5 years, she became commander, Dame Commander of the Order of the British Empire, that is DBE. These are just facts and figures you have to remember. And yes, she got retirement in the year 2000. Now she just inspires others to play. The most important thing, it starts from here. See, there are 3 questions given in the chapter. Here is the third one. So what are the 3 questions? Do you know? The reporter has taken interview of Gray Thompson, and that 3 questions are asked by the reporter, and she has given answers to it. Do you understand? Do you understand? Am I audible?
Yes.
Okay. So read this excerpt from an interview and find out how Gray Thompson became such a successful athlete. She became so successful. How did she become so successful? We will know when she will give these 3 answers to the 3 questions asked by the interviewer. Dolia Fatima, why did you join so late? Fatima. Dolia Fatima. Unmute your mic. You are joining now. And Aisha left.
No,
Where is
sir.
Aisha? Okay, you rejoined.
Sir, by mistake.
Okay. And this second Dolia Fatima is not giving answer.
She is joined.
Did you ever find it difficult to get involved in sports? So this was the first question asked by the interviewer. Was it difficult for you? Then she said, no, I love competing. And what she said, that she comes from a sporting family. The sports people in her family, they were the sports people, so they supported her, and that is why it was easy for her to take up sports. While she was in school, she tried everything, each and every sport. She had a go at everything. Had a go means she tried everything. Now, which games did she try? See, first she said she tried everything. Then she has told us specifically that she tried swimming, archery, basketball, tennis, each and everything in her school life. And finally, what did she decide for her future, for her career? She decided athletics, and then she has never looked back. And she says during her time it was difficult to find out the sports club, coaching classes, the coach, all that things were difficult to find during her days when she was in school. But these days, if we talk about present time, there are so many sports clubs, there are so many coaching courses available for those who are paralyzed. There are so many sports clubs open now, and they get trained over there. Coaching courses have also increased as compared to the time when she was young. So these days, opportunities for this kind of people, those who are paralyzed, and those who want to try Olympics, it has increased. Their chances have increased. And what is important for her? For according to her, for a young person who is just trying to get involved in athletics, it is the first important thing is to find a good coach. If you have a good coach, then you can be successful according to her. And that coach should be someone whom you can trust completely, because you have to work with him or her every day, every week, every weekend, week in and week out. Means every day you have to work with that coach. You have to trust that coach completely. So you have to find a good mentor first of all. According to her, that is important for the person who is just a beginner. Understood? Understood? Everyone?
Yes.
So who will read the second question and answer?
Sir, can
Second, who will?
I?
Yes, Anna.
You have your inspiration as a young athlete. When I was growing up, sports for the differently, albeit Blade did not
World.
didn't get didn't get that much coverage on television. But one of my first memories is was watching fellow Blash athlete Chris Hallam in the London Marathon. I remember saying to my mom that I was going to do the London Marathon one day. It was my dream to be there on the starting line with everyone else. And if you have got that kind of dream, it gives you something to aim for. It's important to have something you can focus on. Your have a plan or have a plan to work towards. If you put the hard work in, you have a chance of fulfilling your dream. Sir, I have to read meanings.
No, no, not meanings. So, who was your inspiration as a young athlete? That question was asked. That whom, from whom did you get that inspiration that you want to take up athletics? So, who was that person? What was the name? From whom did she get that inspiration? What is the name of that person? From whom did she get that inspiration? You just read that. From whom did she get inspiration? I told you in the beginning also. Who was that person?
Alam.
Chris Hallam. So she says that when she was young, that on the television, the people did not show the sports of differently abled athlete, paralyzed people sports, athletics, Paralympics were not shown that much on television. It was not that much popular. But she remembers once she was watching the television and she was watching one man on television. He was Chris Hallam. It was London Marathon that she was watching. And immediately at the same time when she was watching it, she said to the mother that I am going to do London Marathon one day. So that became her goal that she wanted to achieve. And it was a dream that she wants to be on that starting line with everyone else. The London Marathon, from where the marathon starts, that starting line, from where the race begins, she wants to be there with everyone else. That was her dream. And if you have, according to her, if you have the dream, that kind of dream, then you have an aim in your life that you can achieve. You should have this kind of dream. You should have one goal and the plan to reach that goal. Then your life is worth it. One thing that can be asked in question answers is this one. According to Ray Thompson, how can we achieve our dream? By putting in hard work, we have a chance of fulfilling our dream. So hard work is must, that we all know. Any doubt? Do you understand? Tilia? Third. Who will read the third? Who will read this?
Sir, can I? My phone.
Yeah, please read. I said yes, you can. Hello.
What have been the high points of your career and have there been any low points? Taking part in the Sydney Olympics in 2000
Sydney. Sydney
has
Olympics.
got to be the high point of your career. The biggest crowd I complete in front.
Competed. It is not completed. Are you reading?
Completed in front of was
Competed. I said it is competed.
completed of was 112,000 and it was an amazing
What is
atmosphere.
it? What is the number? Please read again. 1,12,000.
1,12,000, and it was an amazing adventure with hundreds of thousands of people in the crowd. Wouldn't think you people had low points because athlete. One time I had
Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
I don't think it is my network problem. Was she audible?
Sir, your voice is coming, but Rabia's voice was cutting.
Okay, no problem. It's okay. See the last paragraph. The lesson is very short, just one page. So the reporter asked, what are the high points and what are the low points in your career up till now? All of us, we have high points and low points. It is life. All the time we cannot be happy. All the time we cannot be unhappy. Right? So high points and low points. So first of all, she talked about the high point when she participated in 2000, in the year 2000 in Sydney Olympics. It was the high point of her career. Remember that. And yes, when she has participated in different marathons, the highest number of the crowd, the people, there were 1,12,000 people. She remembers that was the highest number of people sitting in the stadium when she had competed. It was amazing atmosphere. She liked it a lot. She was not at all nervous. And she says, if there are so many people, hundreds and thousands of people sitting in the stadium, standing on the ground, you cannot identify each and every one personally. But she has that ability. She says, I know some people, those who are familiar to me. I can identify them even from the ground, even in the crowd of hundreds and thousands of people, she says. And one more thing she said, there are low points in her life. Which are the low points in her life? She says that sometimes it might be possible that she has gone to some races, some marathons without prior preparation. She was not prepared for that race and still she has participated in it. That is the low point in her career, because without preparation, if you do something, you cannot give your 100%. But she says it is okay. It is not necessary that you can compete well all the time. You cannot give your 100% all the time. We are human beings. Sometimes we are upset, sometimes we are not prepared, sometimes it may happen, and you cannot do anything about it. You have to accept it. Sometimes it might be a health issue or something else. So she says it's okay. But that has been the low point in my life when I have been to some races without prior preparation. And she also accepts that no one can always win. We have to accept the defeat also sometimes. But if you feel that you have given your 100%, you have done your best, and still you have not been successful, or you have not achieved it, then leave it aside, because you have given your 100%. Next time you will definitely get it. So you just give your 100% and you do it with all your might. That is it, according to her. Being a victor or getting victory is secondary. Giving your best, that is primary. You have to just be truthful with yourself. What you feel, you should be right with yourself. You should be honest with yourself. What your heart says, what you feel, you should not ignore it. Just be truthful with yourself, if not with others. That is what she says in the answer of that third question. And now it is given, how did this name Tenny Gray Thompson come? It came from that tag which was given by her sister. Her sister always used to call her Tiny, like in Hindi we say Chotu. So sister used to call her Tiny, and since then this word tiny